Hey everyone, this is BWKing16 here, back from another video. Yeah, I have a bit of, today it's another of those Q&As. So a couple days ago, I announced that I was going to do Q&A. I said that if you guys have any questions, be sure and put them in the comments of that video. Not this video, but the video I announced I was going to do Q&A. And oh my god, we got quite an interesting amount of questions. So we got an interesting amount of questions. Some questions will be, alright, so some questions are going to be kind of, hushed. Some questions will not be answered in this video, but most of them will, so, you gotta keep in mind that, but that's just not me, because I have, because since some of these questions will not be answered due to personal reasons, or probably just don't answer them, this is how it is. Anyway, let's hop right in it. So, first question is, what's your favorite YouTuber? What's my favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber that I actually have wanted. My favorite YouTuber is how should I say it? My favorite YouTuber I would say is DanTDM. He makes a Minecraft. My favorite YouTuber besides me, of course, is DanTDM. He actually makes a lot of. I remember back when I used to watch him a lot back in 2018 or back in 2015. He was amazing. I still watch him, not as much though. I do watch. I have a couple of other YouTubers I kind of like. Sometimes I watch Markiplier. I also watch sometimes MrBeast because seriously, you who wouldn't watch MrBeast? I mean seriously, like that's pretty much anyone. If anyone watches YouTube, then you probably watch MrBeast because I'm not sure. Yeah, that's most people probably say it, but MrBeast isn't my favorite YouTuber. But I mean, he is smart. I can tell that right away. Where do I live, or who do I live with? With who do you live? Okay. My parents. That's all I can say. And that's pretty much it. I also have 2 dogs and a cat too, which is pretty interesting. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Okay. Long story short, I was thinking of one. Though now that I think about it, I don't think having a girlfriend would be necessary. I mean, sure, it's just part of life, but I mean, seriously, like that's just how life is. You get a girlfriend, you get married, do stuff that we don't want to talk about because you're like to be kid friendly. I mean, clearly, and all that stuff. And what do you study? What do I study? I like to be a programmer sometimes. I like to be programming. I also like to make YouTube videos. I kind of like movie editing in a way, which is pretty interesting. So I mean, I do movie editing sometimes. I kind of want to know how to edit videos a bit more since the videos I have right now are kind of not really that good. But yeah. And what's my favorite OG game? OG game, I would say, is most definitely Infinite RPG. I would call it an OG game if I do say so myself. I've also played many other OG games, such as SpongeBob Zombie games. Like, I mean, I just searched for SpongeBob Zombie, just to see what showed up, and then boom, that's all I do. Let's see. Do you have any pets? I already told you I have any pets. I have, do I have any other pets? I have 2 dogs, like I said before, I had 3 dogs. Actually, no, not 3. 4 dogs and 1 cat. I used to have 2, but one of them was like, screw it, no dogs, I'm out of here. And, like, he ran away, which kind of sucks, which I kind of, yeah, that's sad, I know. I wish he didn't run away. He was a quite nice cat, not gonna lie. And when I mean nice to have around, not nice in general, because he really was nice. I can tell that right away. He literally punched me in the face. I'm not going to forgive you for that. If you're watching this, come here right now. Anyways, back to what we're talking about here. What else? Are you going to upload other types of content? Okay, this is what I've been thinking about recently. So, yeah, I've always wanted to upload different types of content, though I haven't really thought about much. I was thinking of, I do play other games on Roblox. Besides Roblox, I play Minecraft, I actually have been trying to get back in this one game, Sims 4. I play a lot of that. If you just search up Sims 4, you'll see a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel about Sims 4 because I actually have made Sims 4 content in the past. None of them were a success. So I mean, but I still thank you. But in terms of, but if you talk about finding that as a success, yeah, I'll call it success. And Sims 4 was pretty fun for me. I kind of want to return to it one day. Who knows though? I still play it. It's just that I might return to it. I was thinking of making my other YouTube channel BWK Socials Sims 4. But we'll see though. Okay. Are you going to have a wiki about your alts and games? Do I have a couple? Okay, so wiki. I was planning on thinking about that. However, it turns out fandom wants to make things really hard and makes making wiki very hard. So basically, that'll be impossible now that I think about it, because well, not impossible, but it's just hard to manage a wiki because you gotta write all the video titles, all the characters, all the alts I have. I have millions of alts. I'll tell that right away. What else do I have? What are supposed to be all your alts? I have multiple. I actually have a lot of. I have a lot of alts. I actually have a video of them down below in the link description. In one of the links description, you'll see a video called. It's one of the links down below will have one of my BK alts, where basically I showcase all my alts, as well as my others. So I think it'll be pretty interesting. In case you want to take a look at that, feel free to take a look at that link down below. The link that says BWK alt video, of course, not sure. Anyways, what we got? We also got, when is BWK Socials coming back online Discord? She never, because it basically means I'm online, right? Or I have a second computer online. I don't know. Yeah, and one more question from him. Will you make a house tour, or at least a photo of your house? Honestly, it depends. It depends on if I feel like it. Right now I'm not feeling like it because sometimes I'm mostly in my room, but hey, who knows, I just might try it, but me personally, I don't know. We'll see though. Next up. Those are questions from Eric, with a 4 and an I, of a 4 and a 1 as an A and a I. I don't know. Anyways, Eric, thank you so much for the questions. Eric XD, I think that's correct. And yeah. Moving on to Jestic's questions. What is your favorite RPG of all time? My favorite RPG of all time. I have a lot of favorite RPGs, but I think I guess I'll tell you in terms of, okay. So in terms of RPGs, and in terms of RPGs of content wise, I'll say Lords of the Multiverse has a lot of content and all that stuff. And I think it's actually pretty interesting. I also make a lot of videos on it, and it's been pretty successful. So I mean, of course I like LTM. In terms of nostalgia, I'll say Fave RPG, really a good game. I played this from the beginning, and it was a really good game. I can tell that right away. Like, it's still a pretty good game. It's just not as popular anymore. But it was the prime of RPGs. It had nearly 1K view or visits. It had nearly 1K active players at one point, which is pretty insane. So, yeah. Now my next question is, next question he has is, what would your favorite show, movie? Show I like as SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, seriously, even teens can watch it. Seriously, I mean, it's still, SpongeBob SquarePants is a kids show, but it used to be my favorite childhood show, and it's still amazing to this day. Movie, I'll say Big Hero 6, most definitely. I'm not sure why I just think Big Hero 6 is a good movie. Good super movie, totally would, and I think people should watch it more. That's all I can say. And is that an Iron Golem in your background? Yes, it is. That is a picture of that is an Iron Golem. Sorry, Golem in my background. He's been there for a while, and he'll remain there until, well, I throw it out. Who knows? I probably might not throw it out. Yeah. Though. Let's not talk about this while he's behind me, because sometimes, there's also a couple swords in the back too. So he probably grab them and slash me any minute now. Just want to make sure. Anyways, next question. Is blue your favorite color? Surprise, surprise. No, it's not. It is not my favorite color, actually. My favorite color is actually white. Reason why blue is my secondary favorite color. White's actually my favorite color. The reason why I don't have a white, I actually prefer white over blue, but I mean, thinking about it this way, what if you had a blue white wall? I mean, the white wall would probably seem pretty pointless. We'll probably get dirty pretty easily. Like white bed, that's probably looks like you don't have a mattress, and in general, it's just that white just makes stuff a bit nothing. But I still think white is my favorite color nonetheless, because when you combine it with blue, oh my god, it's insane. Like that's like if you look, like my primary colors are blue and white, but it's light blue, then white in a way. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll go for. But yeah, there you have it. And yeah, thank you, Jessica, for the questions. Next up is Raptor Blue. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Hump day, bro. Not go well. Hump day, bro. Happy hump day, guys. Anyways, what's my favorite food? Pasta bake for sure is. I love any type of pasta. Just putting pasta on the oven. You told me I'm coming down straight for it, bro. What's your favorite ever RPG you played and made? The RPG I played. I would say, like I said earlier, LTM. You can't really complain with that. The first RPG I ever played. The first RPG I played was Most Def. I think it was called Moore's RPG. I can't remember. But it was like some type of, I think it was called The Dark World, that was made by a friend of mine. The Legend of the Dark World, like that. It was actually a pretty interesting world. It was pretty short RPG. Only had one world. No joke. Like, just one mob. And it was sad that he didn't work anymore. But I think that he could have done a lot. I think that just made me, that kind of helped me a bit into getting into RPGs in a way. And the first RPG I made was World of Knights RPG. It's basically like Nightlordian, but back in 2015 in a way. Because Nightlordian was based off of World of Knights in a way. So, yeah. And that's all I got. Alright, thank you, Raptor, for your questions. Next up is Aki, a.k.a. the person who made, I believe it's Akit's Rand, or... He's basically the person that made Elemental RPG that I believe got banned. So, I mean, sorry to hear that, by the way, if you're watching this. Also, let's start. So, what's your favorite classic RPG? No Joe, I think I already said this. Favorite RPG, Mortis, all that. What's your favorite Roblox game you've ever played? My favorite Roblox game in general, I would say, I think it was this one game called SpongeBob Terran Bikini Bottom. It got demolished by the not COPPA. What was it called? It was destroyed. It was destroyed by the copyright strikes that Nickelodeon and Bigcom decided to put on Roblox themselves. So basically, Roblox had to delete Terran Bikini Bottom, or content deleting it and stuff, like take it down. And I was sad when I saw it happen. Like, dude, it was just a sad time. But yeah. What's your first RPG you played? I already said that. What inspired you to make RPGs? I do not. What inspired me to make RPGs? Honestly, I don't know. I guess it's the type of style. I would say I'll say I didn't really get serious to start RPGs until like when LTM was around. I think at the time when LTM was being worked on, I was working on Zafix RPG. Which is still doing pretty well. That was back in 2021, but it's 2022 now, and it's still out, doing updates, but haven't done update on it in a while. Might get to it eventually, who knows. What's my dream job? My dream job, I have no clue. If things go well, which I hope they do, I plan to be a full-time YouTuber, but if not, I'll have to think of something else. But I still think that YouTube I still want to try YouTube, even though it might not give me enough money. But if it does give me enough money, nice. But if it does not, well, I'll have to figure out something else, which I do not know when, so I'm kind of screwed about that. So yeah. So that's... Oh yeah, also one more thing. Will Nightlordian RPG ever hit 100 updates? We're actually halfway there, so I mean, we actually might, so who knows. Okay, next up is, so I think Air, one of the people who worked on RPG Journey, said this: what state do you live in? I'm not telling you that right away. No way. Alright, a friend of mine from schools told me, what's your opinion on Roblox? Roblox, I think, is a good game. Roblox has some problems. In my opinion, Roblox is a good game. So what happened? So what's with Roblox is that like I think Roblox is a good game. It's just that like it has a couple problems with servers and stuff because it literally because I think literally Roblox has been trying to keep themselves up, but recently, but in terms of Roblox is a pretty good game. The only problem with that is that Roblox is irresponsible with their service, with their website breaking and stuff like that. I'm talking about like the website shutting down and website errors and all that stuff. Like basically the website breaking in general. Like the code of Roblox being not up to date, which the Roblox site was made back in 2006. So with 15 plus years of like I don't know. With 15 plus years of website code that hasn't been updated in that long, you're totally gonna get some problems. So, Roblox might need to fix that. Okay. Next question. When did I start playing Roblox? I started playing Roblox back in 2014. But someone said that do I have an older account than my BWKing16 account? No, I do not. That was my only account I had, and I still have to today. So happy. Look at that. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I got this far too. Like I didn't think I would last a full on 5 years. Nice. But there you have it. Next and finally, last but not least, what's your opinion on big RPG games nowadays? I think big RPG games nowadays. I would say that I honestly think that Roblox has. I honestly think Roblox RPGs. They're diverse in a way. RPG kit or not, it's still diverse. I think it's a really good way to see it. I also think that Roblox RPGs could be a bit better. I mean, clearly RPG kits have come a long way and stuff, but there have been other games such as Metal Blocks RPG, RPG Simulator, Dragon Quest RPG. All those games don't have RPG kits. I still haven't made videos on them, but yet I have heard they're pretty damn good, so I might take a look at them when I get a chance. And also but when it comes to RPG kit games like LTM, Challenge RPG, The Last Chance 2, and all those games, I personally think those games are actually pretty amazing. Like they might start, but RPG kits, like honestly, the fact about RPG kits is that they're not just free models. It's like to help you get started in a way, like help you get started, but not necessarily that. I personally think this whole RPG, but aside from that. But let me go off topic for a second. The RPG kit, I think personally RPG kits should really be used more often, because I just think it just helps out. It just helps people like get started into work on the RPG game, and then they can modify as they go on with updates. You know, like that's what I'm doing for Night Lord. Like it became an RPG game, but I try to make it more diverse in a way. I try to make it more unique with GUIs, all that stuff. So yeah. And one more question from Calestio. Do you ever hope for a big turn for this RPG community and a new generation of RPG games for it? Honestly, I personally think yes and no, because I personally think that having unique RPGs is amazing, but I think so. Here's the thing: you can put it down. So here's why I think RPGs should have a big turn in the community. RPG kits. The one problem with RPG kits is that it's hard to be unique on them, because people sometimes like it takes a while for like it's hard to be unique in the RPG community, but you need is like scripting and like more GUIs and all that stuff. But however, what I would say is that I think the new generation is coming. The NX kit might just be that new generation. Like the NX's kit, literally. He's been working on it since the start of this year. I think January of this year. 5 months in, we've seen a lot of progress on his part. And I can't wait to see how it goes. I'm not sure how long it'll take before it comes out, but fingers crossed it comes out and all that stuff. But because with someone this advanced in scripting with so much power in his hands, of course, he might just be able to carry a whole generation of RPG games. So, I would say our new RPG, the new generation RPG games, is gonna be pretty interesting. I can't wait to see how it goes. I think for a big turn for RPG game community, I personally think it was way better back in. I personally think it was a big turn on RPG games soon, but whether that be RPG kids or not. So, but whether or not RPG games in the end is just a genre, and it's pretty much you can pretty much just it's in the end it's RPG game. It's a game on Roblox, honestly. So, and it wouldn't really matter. But honestly, I think that it's a pretty kind of not sure. But what I'm trying to say is that RPG games are I think RPG games are changing, both for the good and for the not so good. But I mean, what do you expect in the end? That's just how the generation rolls. Things change all of a sudden. That's just how it is. But yeah, honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. I think that's all the answers. Let me refresh in case if I got any more questions. Nope, we are good to go. Let's make sure. Yep, we are good. Alright, yep, we are good. Anyways, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Got any post more comments, please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell essential. Just let me see. Here's one of my post more comments. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this being out. And also, thank you so much for the questions, and hopefully I answered some of your questions. Anyways, peace.